The day after the budget delivered and the Prime Minister hoping for a thumbs up, visiting this community centre and a newly held Labour seat in Rugby to sell a second massive tax-raising budget.
But I can see I've already got some support here. This is good to see.
This a leader with a monumental task, here to defend his government's decision to break past promises, lifting taxes on working people, in part to pay for scrapping the two-child benefit cap.
This was a Labour budget with Labour values, and that means it had to be a fair budget.
Keir Starmer asking his audience to hold him accountable.
It's your right to tell me what you think, because when we say we're a government service, we're serving you, and you have a right to tell us what you think, to push us.
Not much pushback in this Labour-leaning crowd, but what about the country? Prime Minister, you told working people you wouldn't raise their taxes when you were fighting an election. You said it repeatedly when you were Prime Minister. You've broken their word. You've broken their trust. Will you apologise to them for misleading them?
Well, we kept to our manifesto in terms of what we promised, but I accept the challenge. I accept the challenge that we have asked everybody to contribute.
800,000 people are being dragged into taxes from your measures yesterday. 1 million people are being dragged into higher tax bands. You have misled the public.
We have absolutely done the least possible we can. We've done it in a fair way. In a fair way. We have had headwinds this year, which were unpredictable.
It's not just that. It's not just that. Please acknowledge that you told the public one thing to win an election and you did something.
We are asking people to all make a contribution to this. We've kept it to the minimum, but we're really clear what that's for.
You said during the election you wouldn't be able to pay for a lift in the child benefit cap. You said it's a difficult thing. I want to put it in my manifesto. We can't. I'm being honest with the public. We can't afford it because I don't want to put people's taxes up. You've done exactly the opposite. You've lost the confidence of this.
Let me answer that direct. Let me answer that, Beth. I absolutely do believe that we've got to lift children out of poverty. We've had a two-child cap in place for the best part of 10 years. The net result of that is hundreds of thousands of children have been living in poverty.
You said you would do politics differently. You would put country before party. Instead, you have done today something your party wanted to save your own skin. You are not a government of service. You're a government of self.
I don't know how many interviews we've done between us, but I have repeatedly to you and everybody else for years said I want a Labour government to drive down child poverty. This is not a decision of the last few weeks or months. I have said that from the get-go.
The Prime Minister's come here to explain to you back home the choices he's made in a budget that has broken past promises and will affect all of you and everyone in this room too. He has pleased his party with this budget and he has bought himself some more time when he's under clear political pressure. The big question, though, is can he convince the country when many people will feel he's broken their trust? This room of Labour members and voters supportive.
I think it was a great budget.
The balance between what the country can afford and what the country needs.
I will be voting for Labour. I think they're more for the people.
But for David, a Conservative voter thinking about reform, a very different view.
I thought it was a terrible budget. I thought it was an attack on working people like me that set their alarm clock every morning, go out to work 50, 60 hours a week, already doing 3 jobs. I'm really struggling to make ends meet, and he's basically made a promise last year that they weren't going to put taxes up on working people, and then within 18 months of taking office they've done exactly that. So I didn't think anything of it at all. I think it was a budget for welfare claimants.
A budget that's gone down well with his party and his people, but the real test will come at the ballot box in the elections next May. Beth Rigby, Sky News Rugby.